has speaker number 1?
I do.
Okay, come forward.
Public employment under Government Code 53297. Good afternoon. My name is Steve Granados, and I'm a facilities project management for the district. I stand here with 5 other members employed with the LAUSD Facilities Division and with the Teamster Representative, Connie Osor. I'm a district representative employee. All 6 of us are educated, experienced, and licensed professional in the field of construction management. We are employed by the LAUSD Facilities Branch, and we are public servants for the taxpayer of Los Angeles. We are obligated by law to report misuse of taxpayers' money. Teamster Local 7572 has written numerous letters, attended board meetings, and oversight meetings in an effort to express the concerns of their members and other non-district representatives like myself regarding the dubious practices employed by private consultants in the school bond construction and modernization program. Many district employees have provided you fraudulent evidence of gross mismanagement and waste of bond funds by outside consultants and facilities for over 2 years. You have ignored them. A little over a year ago, the board and superintendent were served a formal disclosure notice by Paul Matoyer, one of 7 regional district directors. After Matoyer formally disclosed fraud, waste, and abuse of bond funds, a file of grievance was issued against the consultants. He and 6 colleagues were let go. Mr. Matoyo's former grievance, which was denied by numerous former district upper management staff, which are now employed by consultants. A senior consultant was terminated for sexual and racial misconduct directed at one of the female subordinates. This gentleman was only removed from the position from the district because spotlight Mr. Matoyo put him under by previously naming him under grievance filed. In addition, both Teamster and Matoyer efforts, the LAUSD own Inspector General produced numerous audits that the construction management consultants are no more likely qualified than the less expensive district professional staff. He cautioned inherent governmental functions should not be performed by outside consultants, and he recommended that this practice be stopped. He was also recently removed. Anyone who has attempted to report fraud, waste, and abuse because of mismanagement of the bond program by the consultants have been retaliated against. We know we are next. We are putting our jobs at risk by talking to you today, but the waste cannot continue. Public health and safety is at risk of your inactions. Also, your legacy now is to remove me and my co-workers and to replace our jobs that we currently doing with consultants. That is breaking the district. Time is at hand for you to do the right thing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Speaker number 2. Jefferson.
Hello, my name is Oscar Marufo. These facility consultants, or contract professionals as they are commonly referred to, were brought on board many years ago to supplement the workforce during peak construction. Their hourly billable rates are 2 to 3 times what our positions cost the public. They are not any more highly skilled or experienced in building schools than we are. The higher cost is not justified. We trained them on our computers and taught them what we know. We were always assured that they would be laid off first. These outsiders don't have to take the rigorous test that we must take or possess the degrees that our merit system requires. District employees have professional licenses, degrees, and current certifications. We are architects, engineers, and project management. We are tradespeople, office staff, plant managers, B&G workers. We are accountants and analysts. We manage projects valued in the hundreds of millions of dollars. We are dedicated public servants who have vested interest in ensuring that schools are built to the highest standards and for the lowest cost possible. Nobody receives additional checks for the work we perform or for the increasing headcount that a consultant firm gets. There is no middleman, and we, the public, can trust us with their construction bond investments because we directly work for taxpayers. Thank you.
Thank you. Speaker number 3. I'm going to ask the audience, there are no signs in the boardrooms. Thank you. Welcome.
Good afternoon. My name is Sheila Vaughn. I'm an assistant project manager for the district for 21 more days. We district professionals have trained and worked alongside these consultants for a decade now. Over the past 2 years, the superintendent has imposed a hiring freeze on district employees, yet allowed and encouraged consultants to recruit more and more of their own. Many of these consultants have now accepted district jobs in senior management, and they are the ones making the hiring and layoff decisions for the district. They are the ones that have decided to lay off the less expensive district employees and are having their firms take over our work. We are upset about this unjustified layoff that is taking place on November 30th. The district has claimed to us that these layoffs are because of a lack of funds and a lack of work. That is false. These decisions and claims have been made in bad faith and are disingenuous. There is not a lack of work. Hundreds and hundreds of construction modernization projects have been put on hold in a clandestine manner. The district postponed or put these projects on hold after they sent out the layoff notices. This work is going to consultant project management companies under newly signed contracts as general fund JOCS projects. These contracts had to be planned and took months to negotiate. There is not a lack of funds. Hundreds of millions of dollars remain available, but the money has been moved from construction and M&O to asset management. This is a sham. The layoffs in facilities do not save money. Our positions are bond funded. These layoffs do not restore savings to the general fund as other districts' positions do. Our layoffs restore money to the bond fund. These funds will now be spent hiring more contract consultant staff to replace us at 2 to 3 times our cost rate. Management wants to begin privatizing the public school system here in Los Angeles. This is a waste of public funds and is taking away money from the children. It is the public's money, not the private sector's. Here on the agenda today is a request asking you to approve millions and millions of dollars to complete construction and remedy change orders by these consultants acting as senior management. These projects have to be repeated because these project management consultants failed to complete them the first time. These jobs will now be contracted again under JOC contracts that you will never see. Job order contracts do not require board approval. Shouldn't you be asking how this can be fiscally responsible? Hundreds of millions of dollars have been drained from general fund over the last few years just to fix the failings of the so-called more knowledgeable professional consultants. These additional JOC contracts will be paid from general funds that should be used to buy teachers and support staff for our children. You are allowing these greedy construction executives to deplete the funds that pay for our children's education.
I need you to wrap up, please.
I will. You are allowing these consultants to help the bottom line of their companies rather than what is in the best interests of our children.
Thank you. Unless somebody's going to give you time, I know you have other speakers.
There was a minute of time from the previous speaker. I'd like to use that time. I've got about 30 seconds. Thank you. We also know that you have accepted campaign monies from these wealthy construction management firms. So don't vote to rubber stamp their requests. Please do not remove district staff who have been here for the children every day that we've worked here. Don't do away with us with just one swipe of your hand. We can no longer stand by and watch the erosion of our schools and our children's future. We care too much. Thank you.
Thank you. Speaker number 4. Can you fix the time, please?
My name is Alfredo Alvarez. I work for the district as an architect. And I like to say this. We have vested interest in this school district. We went to school here. Our children go to school here. We chose to work for the district because we wanted to improve the quality of our schools and reduce overcrowding. We campaigned and voted for the school construction bond measures for the benefit of the LAUSD family. Now we feel betrayed. The benefits will be enjoyed by non-family members. We have accepted 12 furlough days when consultants accepted none. We did this as an effort of good faith, even though our bond-funded positions are not affected by general fund whatsoever. In any event, we voted for a reduction, not a deviation of the expenses. You have violated the education code by laying off bond-funded employees who do not suffer from lack of work or funding. According to Mr. Son's own projections, there is construction work through 2015, and there is currently $4 billion cash in the bond fund. Consultant construction executives posing as district management want all of our jobs in order to maximize their profits and cover up their past wrongdoings. It is just a matter of months before the consultants masquerading as district employees, not the LAUSD family, announce their next version of layoffs. Will be gone, and the school construction program will be completely privatized. Once privatized, the expenditures of public bond money will no longer be subject to public disclosure laws. The public will no longer have the right to know how their money is being spent by these consultants. Our construction project without architects or inspectors will be like hospitals without doctors or nurses. Someday, however, a math teacher will have to explain to his or her students how is that a consultant being 3 times more expensive than a regular employee will save the district any money. It's a strange math to most of us. Yesterday, I received a phone call from a friend of mine, an electrical engineer. He was concerned about my situation, but nonetheless, the first thing he said was this: I'm working on change orders for one of your schools, district schools. How can you approve a $5,000 change order for a work that can be done for just a couple of $100?
Okay,
he asked.
thank you.
Who approves that instead? Well, I said to myself, that's $1 million question. Another $1 million question is why I'm being laid off when another architect who costs the district 3 times my salary will keep